Okay, for my third technology blog, I've decided to do a video for this one. For this technology blog, I am talking about the This Day in History, the app. It's called the Historical Calendar. If I can, and this app is really interesting because I want to say it makes each day interesting in terms of what happened on that day in history. I think it would be really cool in terms of getting the students to download it onto their phones and having access to history for every day of the week, 365 days a year. Uh, there's always something on the app that's interesting. Um, the app is actually split into several different um, tabs. There's the events tab, the general information tab, births, deaths, holidays and observations, references, and well, those are not relevant to what I'm talking about. But the one that I find most interesting is the one on events. Um, Basically, uh, it tells you what happened. So today is March 3rd, 2018, and you can scroll through and look at some really interesting historical tidbits on things that happened today. For instance, in 1776, which was 242 years ago on a Sunday, the American Revolutionary War is the subject, and the information afterwards is the first amphibious landing of the United States Marine Corps begins the Battle of Nassau. Um, so it's just kind of an interesting event that happened today. Um, in terms of uh, generating curiosity for the students, I think this would be great. Mainly because they can look at their birthday and see, oh, such and such was born on my birthday, or this crazy thing happened on my birthday like 200 years ago or something like that. And I think that would generate curiosity in the students because it's more applicable to their daily lives. Like, it's my birthday, this cool thing happened 240 some years ago on the same day as my birth. I'll look up my birthday for this year and let's see what happened. October 6th, 2018. Let's see. Oh, mm, well, let's see. It's still. Let's see. There's one about the American Revolutionary War. Uh, so uh, General Sir Henry Clinton leads British forces in the capture of the Continental Army on the Hudson River defenses in the Battle of Forts Clinton and Montgomery. So that's interesting. It happened 241 years ago on my birthday. Uh, so that's kind of interesting. But how this applies to UDL, Universal. What's the other one? What's the D? Universal. universal, something for learning. Anyway, that's irrelevant. But the definition is like universal design for learning. Um, but the definition is basically it's a tool for education that is applicable to the majority of students in a class, right? It's not. It's like you design your lesson plans with the students in mind, and I think this would be applicable to UDL in that, well, for one, each student would have the app, and each student could see something that would interest them personally on this day in history, or it generates curiosity through these tidbits of information about historical events, and it just kind of gets them to think about certain things and how history happens every single day. Great things happen on 365 days out of the year. So, yeah, that's the app for this week. Next week, I haven't decided on what app I want to use, but there's a lot of really cool historical atlas apps that I want to explore, where you can track by location the historical events of that certain area. But I think the app that I was looking at cost like $5. I don't know if I'm willing to spend $5 on an app that I'm probably not going to use. So anyway, to wrap it up, I think the historical calendar is a great and interesting app that would be something that could apply to the classroom, and that I could have the students download the app and have them find something that's interesting and maybe write a couple sentences about what they thought about that certain event. So, yeah. Thanks for listening to the Tech Blog 3. See you next time.